Welcome back, everybody, and to another, welcome back to another SakuraSuccubus 5. And if you're new to this channel, please smash the subscribe button, like, comment, and share it to your friends. If you're not new, you know the drill. Watch this video up to the end or watch my other videos. Other than that, let's get back to the game. So, last we left off, Elizabeth washing her back. Normal, nothing happened in YouTube, just washing backs, you know. No one's naked here. No one's naked, trust me. Trust me, please, I'm begging you. Wink. Huh. Okay, I think I can just ignore this, yeah. It is little wonder you are so popular. Let me just remove my headset, yeah. Okay. After what seems entirely too long, Elizabeth finally draws back. I can no longer feel the softness of her chest against my back, which seems both a blessing and a curse. I almost wish I could ask her to press herself against me again, but that'd be far too shameless. I have no pride in that. I do wonder though. The wistful tone of Elizabeth's voice catches me off guard. I wasn't expecting that, not after her sultry, almost seductive tones from earlier, and it makes me blink. What are you wondering exactly? It is about my lady. Let me just stretch my back. Sorry for the chair noises. Oh yeah, my shoulders hurt. It is about my lady, Stephania. I feel rather than see Elizabeth nod behind me, the sponge pressed against my back, sliding down my spine. She is a cheerful girl by nature. Rare it is to see her without a smile, but she has been lonely throughout her life. Though already 21 years of age, hey, I'm 21, an adult in every conceivable sense, she has little in the way of experience. Her parents worry for her given she is their only heir. The only heir to the throne. Perhaps they are right to do so, given though my lady, no disrespect. Her common sense can be somewhat wanting at times. Aha, so Stefan is a total airhead, is she? I had gathered as much based on our earlier exchanges, but it's nice to have it confirmed by Elizabeth. My lady is very sweet, but she can be overly trusting. She always believes the best in people to her own detriment, and seems not to know there exist brigands in this world who would take advantage of her. Because of my lady's inherent sweetness, her parents believe she is the safest kept within the walls of the palace, where they can look after her. They mean the best. Yet I fear it is because of their protectiveness that she has grown the way she is, so innocent and naive. That her mother and father let her travel to Japan to attend that Kawata competition is a small miracle. Rarely do they let her leave the palace. She was so very excited about the trip that quite warmed my heart. Upon returning to Astoria, much of her ebullience began to fade. She continues to smile still, but I fear she feels rather isolated, much like a princess from a fairy tale. She does not have any friends to speak of, save myself, and never before has she had the chance to speak to any members of the opposite sex. There is much she is ignorant of, particularly when it comes to matters of the heart. Oh, I frown. I'm not exactly surprised by this. Princesses, as far as I'm aware, have even stricter limits placed on their love lives than idols like Ayu, but I feel sorry for Stephania all the same. She's such a bright, cheery girl. I never considered the hardships she might be enduring. Does she want to learn more about the heart? I believe so, yes. My lady has confided in me before, numerous times in fact, that she would like to indulge in some of the experiences other women can. Ordinary women. While she appreciates her parents' concern, she does not like being swaddled so like a young babe. She is a grown woman now. As such, she ought to be free to live her own life. This is what I believe, at least. Yeah, I'll bet. I can't really blame her for that. I'd hate it if I was always told what to do and where to go. You would not be cut out for the life of a noble then, or indeed the attendant of a noble. Elizabeth titters. I can see that you are fiercely individualistic, Mr. Gasawara. In that sense, you are very different from both my lady and myself. But I think that may be what my lady needs. In what sense are you telling me this? I think I can tell where this conversation is going, but I want some affirmation. What exactly is Elizabeth getting at? But I try to console my lady as best as I can. There's only so much I can do for her. I would like to believe we are friends, but I fear that may be presumptuous of me, given I'm also her servant. In a purely social sense, I am strictly my lady's inferior, though she, of course, never treats me as such. Despite my best efforts, alas, I cannot offer my lady the rich, plentiful life I want her to have on my own. While I know full well my lady cannot live as any normal woman might, by virtue of being a princess, but I would at least like if she could... I would like it if she could broaden her horizons. If she could learn how to talk to an ordinary man such as yourself, one who is not an immediate family member or a servant, then maybe. Maybe. Well, who knows? This is all baseless conjecture upon my part, but... I hear the smile in Elizabeth's ponderous words, hear too the crinkle in her eyes. Perhaps my lady might learn in time to fall in love. Then even she might be able to experience a taste of romance, shut away though she is in this palace. It would be a brief and fleeting kind of romance, but the same can be said of many affairs, even those of great loves as written in famous plays. As the old saying goes, I believe it is better to love and lust said love than not to love at all. Oh, then you want Stephania to fall in love with me? Well, why not? You are not unattractive and you seem like a gentleman. I have asserted as much as myself just now, for despite our close proximity, you have not made any inappropriate overtures towards me. I doubt other men would have similar self-control. Yeah, man, my boy, Hiroki fam. He ain't getting tempted by the succulous temptations of the world presented to him. That's because a pen beside my head. I doubt other men have the experience I do. After being routinely pursued by a gaggle of attractive succubi. I don't voice this thought, however. I don't know whether Elizabeth herself is a succubus or not. Marina seemed to have some suspicions, but if she isn't, mentioning the topic would only result in awkwardness. I really do believe you would be a perfect match for my lady, Mr. Ogasawara. You really are a fine specimen of a man, so much so I admit I myself am somewhat enamored with you. Being so close to you is indeed enough to make my own heart flutter. Ah, Elizabeth exhales, her breath warms against the nape of my neck. Your will might be strong enough to resist my advances, Mr. Ogasawara, but I am beginning to fear I am not strong enough to keep my own wits about me. Huh? What? I glanced at Elizabeth, still a touch flustered by our intense closeness. What are you talking about, You cannot guess? Elizabeth smiles thinly. Do not be feign ignorance, please, Mr. Ogasawara, but what I desire out to be obvious enough. I thought you wanted Stephania to be happy. I do, indeed, if she is to be truly fulfilled. However, I must first see how you conduct yourself in the art of love. This would be a pure experiment, trust me, all pure scientific research. You understand? To calculate how compatible you might be with my lady. If you are to be a true partner for her, I must inspect you thoroughly, every single inch of you, in fact. Now then, alright, what's happening? What's happening here? Am I gonna cut this video? Elizabeth smiles wickedly. Shall we begin? I know what's gonna happen. And looks like I'm gonna cut the video and I'll be seeing you in the quick cut. Alright? Alright? So don't be shocked, everybody. Let's get it. Oh, what the hell? Oh wow, they skipped it. Interesting. Are the developers actually listening to me? Shout out to the developers of SakuraSuccubus. It's an entertaining bunch. But hey, we've been going for like 5 seasons. If we're going by seasons here, or sequels, we're at the 5th season, and trust me, it does get tedious. Sorry to say, but it's like you're playing the same game again and again and again and again and again and again and again every day of your life. You're playing competitive Valorant, competitive CS:GO, competitive League of Legends, which I stopped, of course. It's just tiresome, man. Going back to the game, no need. Yeah, I didn't cut anything. Everybody, calm down. Looks like nothing happened. It did happen, but they didn't show it. Ah, jeez, Rick. What a morning, Rick. Ah, jeez. Oh. I sigh to myself, exhausted, as I stroll about the palace's spacious gardens. Elizabeth's flirtations have left me feeling wary and a little unsure of myself. What exactly does Elizabeth want from me? It seemed like she was interested in me, but she framed all her actions as though they were undertaken for Stephania's sake. Pretty petty excuses in my perspective, Sleepy's perspective, Sleepy boy to be exact, because there is already Sleepy. A lot of people far famous than me. Which makes sense, not gonna lie. I watched some of them and I'm like, wow, that was entertaining. Does Elizabeth want me to befriend Astoria's princess? Or more scandalously still seduce her? I wonder. I'm so lost in my wandering, in fact, I failed to notice Marina herself, who is similarly strolling about the gardens, at least until she calls to me. Hiroki, what in the world are you doing? Traipsing about like a ghost? Is something awry? What? Oh, I snap my head up. My eyes over wide and look to Marina. Yeah, but she's dressed in the wintry attire she donned during our flight to Astoria, her upper half concealed in a dark sweater, while her hips are encased with a high-waisted skirt. Her look is complemented with a black beret which contrasts with her silvery hair. I know little about fashion, but Marina looks incredibly well dressed. I'm fine, Marina. Sorry if I made you worry. I've just had a little out of my mind is all. On your mind, huh? Hazel appears from behind Marina's back. Now how long was she standing there? Her green eyes alert. That sounds kinda serious. Thinking too much can give you muscle cramps, you know. Maybe you ought to go for a jog to get yourself all loosened up. There's no shortage of nice paths around here you can use. The gardens are absolutely massive and hardly anybody uses it. It makes for an awesome running track. I think I'll pass on the running for now. Boo. But thanks for the suggestion, it's appreciated. I look between Hazel's legs, sorry. I look between Hazel and Marina, a touch perturbed. These two make for a rare combination, alright. I don't often see them together, and when I do, they tend to be bickering. Marina had cause to discipline Hazel on numerous occasions, given her obsessive infatuations with pretty girls, Yue in particular. When I was trapped in the succubus realm that one time, my succubus allies were all striving to save me. Well, except Hazel. She was having a whale of a time kicking back in the succubus realm and bestowing massages to a demanding Yue. That was a while ago now, though, and I'd like to think it's water under the bridge. We're all friends now. Even Hazel seems to have forgotten the intensity of Marina's punishments because she is looking pretty relaxed in her company. Marina is right, though. Hazel pipes up, one hand resting on her hip. You really don't look too hot. Would you mind telling us what's the matter? It's nothing really, I just had some difficulties this morning in the bathroom. Difficulties, is it? Marina smiles wickedly. Do not tell me that in mine and Hazel's absence you have been expending your energy, shall we term it, on your own? That would be truly heartbreaking. I know what Marina is getting at, of course, and I feel obliged to correct her ASAP. No, Marina, you got it all wrong, my dear. That's wrong. I've not been getting enough alone time, actually, since I arrived here. That's my real problem. Oh, is that so? Marina arcs an eyebrow. Then do you mean to say you have been indulging in torrid affairs with the maids? No, I make to protest, but Marina cuts across me. You naughty boy, you. I had no idea you were so desperate. Wow, is that what's been going on? I figured you'd taken an interest in that silver-haired maid, but I didn't know that things had gotten that far. Don't tell me you've been getting down and dirty with her already. You naughty dog, Hiroki. It was more of a case of her being overly familiar with me, if you must know. I correct Hazel while flushing. I didn't instigate anything, I swear I didn't. What do you take me for? Oh gee, I don't know. A playboy maybe? Am I a playboy? Well, he is, not gonna lie. Even in our perspective, the viewers, the player. He is a playboy. You have like 6 gorgeous women on the go. How does that make you anything other than a playboy? You even have Yue wrap around your finger, you sly dog, you. Laughing. Hazel lopes over to me, then nudges me in the side with her elbow. So many cute girls are into you, I'm actually kinda jelly. I wish I had my own harem. There's nothing stopping you from pursuing cute girls on the side if you want, then you have a thing with that girl from the sports center, Yuriko. Hazel giggles. Yeah, she was a real cutie, but in the end it didn't pan out. She was way too jealous. I can't have a relationship with anybody who's too attached. It was really cramping my style, you know. Says you, who bends over backwards to serve Yue's every wish and whim. You are the very definition of attached when our queen is involved. Yeah, but that's different. Lady Yue is adorable. Who wouldn't be obsessed with? I wouldn't, and quite easily too. Marina sniffs. Some cocaine. I'm just kidding. Yue might be a monarch, but her superior attitude rubs me the wrong way. She doesn't treat me with the respect I deserve, despite my being her senior by many years. She could stand with being knocked down a peg or two. No, Marina, I just don't get it. Her haughtiness is like part of Lady Yue's appeal. What a simp, man. He's just a simp. Lady Yue might act intimidating, but deep down, she's really sweet and shy. The gap between her cold outer appearance and her soft, gooey core is simply sublime. Don't you agree, Hiroki? If Hiroki has any sense, he would soon choose Princess Stephania over Yue. Stephania is, in my humble estimation, everything a royal should be. She is elegant, graceful, yet not at all proud. She cares for her guests and takes great pains to ensure we're having a comfortable time. Yeah, I'd take Stephania, not gonna lie. Yue could take a leaf out of her book. And you know, Steph is cute, sure, but she's not the same as Lady Yue. She's like one of a kind. Good. I'm glad Yue is one of a kind. One Yue is a pain enough to contend with. Not gonna lie, I'm sticking with Marina here, let alone introducing a second. Oh, I wish two Lady Yues existed. Think of all the fun I could get up to them. Hazel giggles while Marina pulls a face. I don't even want to think about what fun your twisted little mind is cooking up. You have no self-control whatsoever. When it comes to pretty girls, you mean? Hazel grins. You'd be right on the score. On that score, I don't. Please don't sound so proud of that. I really am curious now, though. Who'd you prefer, Hiroki? Lady Yue or Steffi? Well, now let me think. So this is how we get killed by our old GF. I'm gonna end this video right here. We'll be seeing my answer in the next episode of SakuraSuccubus 5. If you're new to this channel, smash the subscribe button, like, comment, share it to your friends and loved ones. If you're not new, you know the drill. Other than that, thanks again for watching. Bye, stay safe, good luck. I don't know, ka-chow. I don't know how to end this video, really. Another bye. See you later.